11th, 1864, the Huntgate family, Nathan Huntgate, the father, the wife Ellen, and two daughters, were working here on the Van Horn family ranch, and they had immigrated here. They came here to basically seek, basically opportunity, gold, and they ended up working on this ranch. What happened was there were a series of events that led up to this, that the Cheyenne Indians were upset on some of the treaty agreements, and they basically began attacking settlers, and they made an attack here in June 1864 on the Huntgate family. Mr. Huntgate was out working cattle with the Van Horn, and Mrs. Huntgate was here with the two kids. He rushed back when they saw smoke from the house, and by the time he got there, the Indians started to burn the house. He got inside, starting to try to defend themselves, and make a long story short, he was killed. Mrs. Huntgate, the two children were killed. It really started a domino effect of additional battles that we'll talk about in the rest of the tour. The house was over where that telephone pole is, and this is the line near the running creek where the box elder trees are located. More to come. What's interesting, on the other side of the creek is where the Huntgage Massacre happened. And in the 1880s, Big John Benkelman bought land on the running creek, and he bought it after Huntgate. So this is prime grazing land outside of Kiowa, and it's just beautiful land, and this is the running creek. Okay, we started at Leavenworth on the Leavenworth Trail, and Anton Schindelholz met Joseph Albus, who lived at Leavenworth, and they became friends. They worked together, and they both decided to get 2 ox and 2 wagons and take the Leavenworth Trail. They ended up here. They actually ended up in Cherry Creek. They went to Pikes Peak. They went to the Blue River together, and then he went to the service. As you can see, there's a U.S. military placard down there. But he came back, and he was buried in Elizabeth, right down the road from Kiowa and Comanche Creek. The Albus family found him.
Scalepi's.
Okay.
It's just a block from here.
Yeah, that was
'Cause we are,
1888
well, wherever.
for that, so,
And then,
1890, yeah.
is this the Methodist church or is it this one?
No, it's the one on the corner of 3rd and
It would be third and
Wilcox.
Yeah,
Third
one
one.
of those two. Then in about 1900, a bank wanted to have that corner,
And
and
bought
so
that.
they paid the church to move their building over to here.
Okay.
And yeah,
Is this Plum Creek running here?
yeah.
That's
this-
Well, this should
That's
be,
Plum Creek.
Oh, that's Plum Creek.
and that's
Sellers-
probably Sellers
There's
Gulch.
Sellers Gulch.
So if Anton actually moved he lived a mile up Plum Creek, and he came in and worked for the Dietemans at the Dietemann Hotel.
And that would actually be considered down Plum Creek.
Down-
It's
down
flowing
river.
this way,
Okay.
so,
Down.
Up
And I can still drive down Plum Creek?
Yeah.
You can hike along it.
Oh, you can hike?
There is a
On
Plum
this
Creek
end
Trail.
of it, on this, I don't know
Yeah.
how far south it goes.
All the
Okay.
way past Safeway and all the way down now. It's open.
A mile
Okay.
past,
Okay, we're in Castle Rock, Colorado. I'm standing on the Plum Creek, and we believe the town of New Francis, which is up on the slope, was where Anton, or Dieteman in this case, had a hotel. When the county seat was changed from New Francis to Castle Rock, they actually moved the hotel to Castle Rock. So what we know is that Dieteman had a hotel here from 60 to 65, and then there's 66, and then Anton worked for Dieteman as well, and he lived a little bit below Dieteman. We are in Douglas County on Anton's homestead application. He put Douglas County on the application in 1862. So we're on Plum Creek. Heading to Eastonville through the Black Forest, which was very popular in the 1870s because they used all the lumber from the pinery to build the railroad tracks and to build houses in Denver and other areas.